Hello everyone guys, so in today's video I'll show you a game of Bill Gates, one of the richest human on earth, against Magnus Carlsen, the famous world champion and maybe the best player ever. So this game was played 9 years ago in 2014 on a show in Norvegian. So Bill Gates talked about philanthropy and some stuff of him, and then they invited Magnus Carlsen and they played a game of chess. So Magnus Carlsen had only 30 seconds on his clock, and Bill Gates, playing by white, had 2 minutes on his clock. So this is how the game goes, and you'll see how fast Magnus Carlsen crushed his opponent. And you'll see that being the one of the richest men alive doesn't help you to win against the chess world champion. So this is how the game goes. So e4 plays Magnus, e4 plays Bill Gates, I mean Magnus responds with knight to c6, the Nimzovich defense, knight to f3 and d5. This is called the Nimzovich defense declined opening. So Magnus already strikes at this pawn. So bishop d3, it's an interesting approach. So here white could have played he could take the pawn, he could attack it maybe, he could push it maybe, he could do d3 and a lot of different moves, but instead he does a very interesting move, bishop to d3. So Magnus plays knight to f6, double attacking these pawns, and now Bill Gates finally takes on d5, queen takes d5, developing the queen. So knight to c3, attacking the queen. So as you can see, Bill Gates definitely knows how to play chess, and the queen moves to h5. So Magnus wants to win fast and is already starting some kind of attack on the queen, on the king side. So Bill Gates is castling. Here Magnus goes bishop to g4, bishop g4, and pinning this knight and starting a strong attack on the king side, eventually threatening to bring in his knights and his other pieces. So that's what happens when you have 30 seconds on the clock, and now even less. So h3, normal move, attacking the bishop. So in a normal position you will just maybe capture, and after, let's say, capture, this is a good position for black, and after long castle e6, then black would have a completely normal position and white's pawn structure is kind of broken, and you maybe win this game with some pressure. But Magnus Carlsen needs a quick win, and that's why he's playing for a cheap trick and trying to trick his opponent, Bill Gates, that isn't so good at chess like Magnus Carlsen. So in this position Magnus Carlsen plays knight to e5. Eventually you can't capture the knight right now because it's pinned, and just putting more pressure on this knight and attacking this bishop eventually. So for Bill Gates it looks like Magnus Carlsen just hang a piece, and by the way it's the best move also for the engine, and white here is kind of better if he finds the right move. So here Magnus Carlsen already setting a very interesting trap. Knight f takes on g4, and here what you need to understand is that Bill Gates cannot take this knight because queen h2 will be checkmate. So he can just move his knight because this knight guards the h2 square, and also Magnus Carlsen right now threatens to take this knight and after that to give checkmate. So the best move would be probably simply to go rook to e1, and in this position to open the king for escape. So now let's say after trading king, and in this position you see black is no longer threatening checkmate, but white is threatening 2 pieces, and let's say queen h5, after that bishop c5, And now after c6 it is even worse, because look at this combination. Look at this, and f3 would be simply winning the game. Look, white is up so many material and it will be an easy win. But Bill Gates instead simply took the knight, and here Magnus Carlsen did queen h2, checkmate. So I hope that you enjoyed this game, and actually took Magnus Carlsen only 12 seconds on his clock to do all his moves, and he simply crushed Bill Gates. And I hope you learned something from this game, and subscribe to my channel for more.